How's it going, everybody? EU RLCS has gone through their open qualifiers, and we officially have our top 16 teams, but not in the way you expected. It's a crazy sentence to say, but we are getting the grand finals from Regional 1 in first round of Swiss. Crazy results. I'm going to talk to you guys how we got here, what all went down, the ups and downs of this esport, and all the in-betweens. We're going to jump straight into the bracket and kind of break it down real quick for y'all, and then go into the seeding so I can tell you guys what matches to expect on Friday. First things first, you're going to see it right at the top. K Corp, your number 1 seed, regional winner last time, loses in game 5 to SA. Now, the way that seeding works, and this is what's crazy, because K Corp lost, SA for regional 2 in Swiss is now the number 1 seed. They get the top dog spot. They play the worst team in lowers. It's technically 15, so you don't have a rematch. But it is a massive opportunity for SA. I've casted the team. They've had their highs and lows. But for them to get to play the 15th best team and set themselves at 1-0 and then 2-0, massive advantage. As for K Corp, that bumps them down to the 16 seed, and that's how they end up playing the 2nd seed. We'll talk about that in a bit. Team 3 with the guys continues to play consistent. Unfortunately for Oxygen, falling short. They have not been looking all that great. And some reality checks, I think, for Oxygen and their choice to rebuild around Archie and how that is playing out. Oxygen just feels like either we get Pixo or we don't get Oxygen. It's one or the other. BDS continues to showcase that, yes, we are growing and we are doing well. I do confidently say BDS is a top 4 team, and they're going to remain that way as they get more and more experience. I love the Drawley Monkey Moon connection. I think it is a fantastic team. Unfortunately for Caliente, they dropped down. Top Cougars, after missing out last weekend or 2 weekends ago, does beat up on the new Solary. Gregan and the boys are making it through, so we're going to see Relating Wave make it back. Exciting things there. Gentlemates continues to prove that they're a good team. They also almost concede to Team Husky. They're also scary. Your top 2 teams, the teams that were in the grand finals, are going to 5 against teams that are most people not going to recognize, which is crazy to me. Awesome stuff, though, to see them stick with it. On the other side of that, too, we got Belagol, that is with Speed in the boys. They also qualify again. It's not a fluke. Hyder and the guys are actually that good. Awesome to see them. Game 5, though, very close one. Vitality does close out 3-0. 100% just can't catch a break, dude. 100% after all the stuff they went through during last main event, where they had to play BDS. They beat Vitality round 1, then had to play K Corp, and then because they lost, they played BDS. It's like, bruh, what are you supposed to do? 100% is not caught a break. Magnifico with Atomic and the team continue to qualify. They make it through over Fast Forward is what they're called. It used to be Fast 4-wheel drive, but Fast Forward does drop to lowers. They were a top 16 team last week. Endpoint does clutch up. No issues there. They dropped very early on and came in through the lower bracket. So glad to see Monkeys, now Endpoint, hold on. Caliente bounces back. Oxygen bounces back as well, rightfully so. K Corp proves that Wild's defensive playstyle is a bunch of frauds. Wild, you got to play offense to win in this league. Can't keep playing defense. Otherwise, teams like K Corp will take advantage of all the space you give them. That should be a good learning lesson. I hope Wild really deep dives into that playstyle and into that replay to learn. Fast forward ends up playing Grid Serve Resolve. Even though Resolve did upgrade their roster quite a bit during this offseason, that's a tough matchup, and Fast Forward proves they're better. Redemption, the Astral Cash roster, does showcase that they are a team worthy of making it in again. Unfortunately, 100%. Playing a bunch of vets, dude. It's unlucky for 100%. Not going to make it in. You then had RFN, who took that speed team, I'm pretty sure, with Belgol. Yeah, it's a 5. They then drop down and play Yukio. Yukio's new squad, and Yukio's new squad qualifies. So Yukio and Speed back in the RLCS main event. Absolutely love it. Good to see. And then that Husky team that had a good game 5 nail biter ends up going back in. So with that in mind, I'm not going to switch over. I'm just going to bring over this. So for Regional 2 with the seeds and what it means, because SA beat K Corp, they take the 1 seed. K Corp is the 16 seed, and then the others are as follows, which gives us our top 16 matches. They always swap the 1 and the 16 seed. Otherwise, you'd have a rematch in round 1. They do 1 versus 15, 2 versus 16. So SA out of the gate gets Team Husky, who actually go into game 5 against 2 good teams. I could see Suck conceding that. They have a massive advantage having to dodge some teams, but they've got to play well. We'll see if it goes well. The big one that everybody's talking about, Gentlemates, Alpine, and K-Corp, the two teams in the finals playing each other in round one. We will not have the same 2-3-0 teams going into the main event with top seeds. Opens up the bracket. I also feel terrified for all the other teams that go into that 1-1 round or that 0-1 round, and your opponent is either Gentlemates or K-Corp, just like we saw BDS have happen last week. Vitality had that happen. Again, round one is always chaos. I am all about it as a fan, but as an organization, if I'm looking at that perspective, I go, I don't know how I feel about this. Vitality, Caliente, if they come out strong, could win that. BDS and Redemption, I think that's just a good series because of the talent that is on Redemption. BDS can prove that they are worthy of that top 3, top 4 conversation if they come out of this one convincing. Cougars, I think, has a pretty balanced match. I think Fast Forward could probably take that one, but Cougars have proven that they've got something to be desired in the way that they play a consistent game, is how I would say it. I think their peaks are going to be problematic, but Cougars will put this one. I think that's going to be probably one of the closer matches. Magnifico and Endpoint, I actually really, really enjoy. Magnifico is a team that with Atomic and stuff has proven that they have some problems, but the offense when it's clicking is great. And then Endpoint, we've seen them pop off before. We have seen this Endpoint team do very well. They went to 5 last regional, I'm pretty sure, and it came down to the wire and they did make it. So the curse for the Monkeys may be over. We'll see how it goes. And then with Belagol and Oxygen, I think this is very winnable for Belagol. Oxygen has not impressed me so far this split. So Oxygen needs to come out striking. This is a winnable game for them, but Belagol has proven that they're a top team. They look solid. And then Team 3 and Oida. Team 3 should win that one pretty convincingly. But Yukio and the boys, they didn't qualify by fluke. I think there is some talent there. Team 3 plays pretty defensive, though. So something to be exploitive. Can Mark by it be the top dog again? We'll be interested to find out. But that's what you've got. That's what the matches are. Again, as a reiteration, because you're seeing the surprise in chat, because Sa beat K-Corp, they take over as the #1 seed. You have 1 versus 15, 2 versus 16. So 2 and 16. Gentlemates is 2, K-Corp is 16. That's the way it goes. Crazy stuff. Now, these at the current moment are not confirmed. Those seeds are not finalized. So if you guys are watching this and they haven't posted them yet, don't take them as fact. But I have confidently gotten these right now 3 regionals in a row. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. But that's what we're looking at. That is what we have for our first round. Curious to hear what you guys think is going to happen with the Gentlemates K-Corp fiasco. Any other upsets in the first round? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.